You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans. So Joy Wesley is pregnant and doesn't want the biological father to know. So I'm wondering if she might hit up Philip Kiriakis for a huge favor. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to talk about how weird it would be if Joy goes this route, but there have been a lot of hints, so Philip may find himself neck deep in more drama soon. And please click subscribe if you're not following us. And now let's talk about how twisted this might get. So, Joy has not had the best of luck since she came to Salem. Her mom, Nancy Wesley, dragged her there for a soap audition, and then she landed the job. Seemed like a dream come true, but then it's kind of turned nightmarish as it goes along, starting from really early on in her tenure in Salem. Before Joy even auditioned for the soap, if you remember, she ran into a really hunky guy at Small Bar who was a very upset Johnny DiMera, and that was back when he thought Chanel had cheated with Alex because of mistaken identity. Dr. Seth saw Alex on top of some lucky lady on the set of Body and Soul, and Seth didn't take a close look, and he assumed it was Alex's scene partner Chanel rather than Stephanie Johnson. So Johnny believed it and instantly thought the worst about his wife. And Joy was listening to Johnny rant that night about his cheating wife, who she didn't know. She'd never met her. She was new in town, And then she and Johnny headed back to her room at the Salem Inn, started getting frisky, but then they stopped. They did not do the deed. Meanwhile, Alex and Joy became friends after the soap slapped that dating ban on him and Stephanie, and they kept getting gradually closer as friends up until New Year's Eve. That's when Joy went to the DiMera party as Alex's date. That night was when it all blew up. Chanel raged at Joy, who insisted it was all a huge mistake. And of course, Alex was upset also because Stephanie brought Philip to the party and he was being all creepy and kissing Stephanie while eyeballing Alex. It was just a mess. Joy was hurting because of how furious Chanel was at her, and Alex was creeped out by Philip and upset about Stephanie. So Alex and Joy wound up in bed, and then they kept winding up in bed over and over until Stephanie decided she wanted Alex back and quit the soap to be with him. And then Joy was hit with a 1, 2, 3 punch of just awful things happening. She was poisoned by crazy Whitley King, left alone, and nearly died because Alex left her in bed and went over to Stephanie. And then Joy found out the soap ended, which meant move to LA or lose her job, and she was going to move, but then they recast. And even worse, she was kind of falling for Alex, who clearly only saw her as a casual thing just to fill in because he couldn't have Stephanie. And then Joy saw Alex kissing Stephanie even before he called things quit with her while she was still feeling like crap from being poisoned and almost dying. That was just a whole lot of bad things happening to Joy all at once. And then, lo and behold, her period is late. And now we know she is pregnant, but she lied and told Alex and Stephanie that she wasn't. And I'm sure it's because Joy knows Alex doesn't want her. He's head over heels for Stephanie. And after the drama of being caught between Johnny and Chanel, that's the last thing Joy wants. But given that she can't hide a baby bump forever, Alex may realize she lied when she said she wasn't pregnant. Unless, of course, Joy finds somebody else to play baby daddy. Just the other day, if you remember, Philip Kiriakis saw Joy sitting in town square upset, and he asked if there was anything he could do to help. And Philip knows that Joy's not happy with him because of how he did her sister Chloe, but Joy was willing to kind of drop that, let it be bygones, and asked Philip for a job, and he made that happen. And I wonder if Joy is going to ask Philip for an even bigger favor next. I mean, it'd be scandalous, but would Joy ask Philip to pretend to be her baby daddy? Now, he's a few years older than Joy and was involved with her older sister Chloe, so it would raise eyebrows, but I'm guessing Also, if Joy asked, Philip's knee-jerk reaction would be to say, heck no, no way. But don't forget, Philip's got a big secret of his own. Sarah and Kate both know about Vivian's forged letter that got the court to give Philip half of Titan. And now and then, Kate drops by the office to talk about it, and Sarah talks to Philip about the fraud at home now and then. So Joy might overhear Philip's dirty secret and use it to leverage him into helping her do a dirty secret of her own and cover up that Alex got her pregnant. I can't imagine that Philip would agree to be her fake impregnator without Joy finding some way to force his hand. He might just find it a little because that's Chloe's sister. But I think she could make it happen. Philip's fraud is really his only dirty secret right now. So Joy would have to discover that or somehow just massage his guilt over what he did to Chloe. But Joy using Philip as a fake father for her baby would be very typical soapy stuff. So it's plausible. Once Joy starts showing, of course, Alex and Stephanie can do the math and maybe figure out Joy is carrying Alex's baby, which is not an ideal outcome for Joy. But if she can avoid any questions by having a fake romance with someone else, maybe Philip, that's better for Joy. She doesn't want to be around Alex and Stephanie watching their perfect romance after he rejected her. And if Joy had a kid with Alex, then they'd be in her face for the rest of her life. And that's why Joy lied about the pregnancy test results to start with. She does not want to be an obstacle in the way of Alex and Stephanie's happiness, and Joy wants some happiness of her own. But what would make this even more awkward is that Philip was once engaged to Stephanie and he had the hots for her again recently. But in a way, that might also be something Joy could use as a reason to persuade Philip to fake date her and pretend to be her baby's father. You know, Philip might hope it would show Stephanie that he's over her and that getting dumped by her didn't bother him. Now, of course, if Chloe or Nancy come back to Salem and Joy is fake dating Philip and also pregnant, they would explode at him. You know, I think it'd be even better if Joy was fake dating Philip and then it turned into a real romance, because Joy needs some love in her life and so does Philip. So this could be a possible solution for Joy's pregnancy problem. We'll find out more soon and watch to see if Philip gets involved.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.